Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. I'm gonna have myself an Orange County day. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? A little distracted during the intro because classic car alert and piping hot caffeinated beverage from Phil's Coffee. I'm here near the Orange Circle, the Orange Plaza. I can recall when I lived here from 2015 and 2016, this was an abandoned gas station, but now it's a coffee shop. It's been open for a few years. Let's take a stroll through the circle, my old stomping ground. A lot of fond memories here from exactly a decade ago. I can't believe it's been 10 years since I first moved to SoCal. Right to this neck of the woods. This was my neighborhood. This was where I resided, where I walked around, where I filmed multiple videos. Let's have a day. Orange County, Orange Circle, and maybe other places in the OC. I always like the marquee of the Sunlight Theater, which is now a church. If you want to be loved, be lovable. And down below, someone has taken chalk. Yet while we were still sinners, Jesus died for us. I always love this area, especially the old ghost signs that are just kind of protruding through the rocks there, or the bricks on the side of the building. Masonic Temple, Bank of Italy, National Association. Feels good out, especially in the shade. I was walking on the other side where the sun, it's a little bit warmer, but in the shade it's really nice. The store opened about a year ago. Welcome to Oldtown, Orange. Welcome to Oldtown, Orange. You glad you're here? I am indeed. Oh, they have a new Orange, California fountain shirt. Nice to grab another orange fountain shirt. They have a really good assortment of stuff inside of there. It's like two shops in one that's like connected. Something called Casa Lulo, Be Good, and then also the Everything Orange is Connected. I think it's all one shop, and they do screen printing and things like that inside there. And they always have new stuff. They're always coming with new creative ideas all around the particular, Chapman University and Glassell and the Circle and the district, basically, with all the antiques. So not only did I get the coffee, but I also ended up picking up a t-shirt, an orange t-shirt. Now when I lived here 10 years ago, I do vividly recall that next to here was a Starbucks. The Starbucks was right inside this bank, and there was a second Starbucks across the circle at the old News Gazette building. And I heard that the second Starbucks has now closed, so I don't think there's even a Starbucks in the circle anymore. I'm gonna walk over there and document that. And the first Starbucks that closed 5 or 6 years ago, closed not long after I even lived here. That one was located in Orange's first bank, the city of Orange, in Orange County. But the bank was organized in 1886 and occupied on this site. It changed its name to the National Bank of Orange in 1887. That's only 3 days. Is it 3 days? That's a few days till Halloween. Yeah, 3 days till Halloween. And they've already got kind of their Christmas stuff out here as well. You got some Halloween stuff in the window there, obviously. But they're already starting to put the wooden reindeer out here, which is good. And they're putting the Christmas lights right up. You got someone on a very tall ladder there. Put the Christmas lights up top. It's beginning to look a lot like, well, Halloween, but soon Christmas. I still recall when this used to be a Radio Shack. Now it's a Blaze Pizza, fast-fired pizza. Nice little Vespa right there. I also heard that recently, yet another person smashed into the fountain at the Orange Circle. It seems to happen every couple of years. A car in the middle of the night will drive not in its proper direction that way, but will go across and smash into the fountain. And evidently that happened very recently again. Once again, it always happens. Got a nice clock right here as well. Got the cigar shop still open. Take a look. The Orange Daily News building, which was the Starbucks. I have gotten many a piping hot caffeinated beverage from this very historic newspaper building. It's closed and sealed up. Dang. There you go. See you later, Starbucks. Another one bites the dust, as they say. Nice little placard here on the ground. Explaining a little bit. Here in 1871, the town and farm of Andrew Glassell IV and Alfred Chapman, 2 cross streets, were offered to prospective buyers from the tract resident agents Captain William T. Glassell. Glassell maintained 2 seedling orange trees in front of his office residence and curiosities to entice settlers. Pretty neat. 2 orange trees. Maybe that's why I got the name Orange. Now it does not look as if the destruction on the fountain was as dramatic as previous drivers who have driven through it, because it's not coned off or stanchioned off, or there's no walls around it. So whatever damage was done, they fixed it pretty quickly. I think it was a couple months ago. Spent many hours in this courtyard when living here, and then also revisiting. And a lot of people call it the Circle. A lot of people call it the Plaza. In fact, the shop I just showed where I ended up buying the t-shirt, they told me a long time ago they were going to make a shirt called the Plurkle, the Plaza and the Circle mixed. The Plurkle, but I didn't see any Plurkle t-shirts in there. But this plaque says the Orange Plaza boundaries were established by the first survey of the site of Richland. The gift to the town by A.B. Chapman and Andrew Glassell has been a local point for local festivals and activities for over 100 years. This marker was erected by the Orange Rotary Club back in 1976. Long time ago. I love this fountain. Not seeing any of the Orange County parrots though that are usually squawking through here that I love to hear. No parrots today. Classic truck over there. Traffic continually circling around. I had a lot of memories here, not only in Orange, but also in the Plaza Circle, including that bench that I used to do a lot of, well, not necessarily walk-in talks, but sit-in talks. And when I moved out of California and I announced it was right there on that bench. The first time in 2016. I moved here in 15. I was here a year and a half. Summer of 16 I left. Bought the RV, did the RV for a year, and then moved back to Hollywood. When I left the Circle, when I left Orange County that first time, that's the bench where I made the announcement. The bench is still there. It's in the sun, so I'm not going to go sit in it because the sun is permeating right now, so I'm kind of trying to enjoy the shade a little. Check out Paul's Cocktails, that bar right there. It's got some skeletons up on the roof, looking pretty good. I do enjoy some skeleton decor. They got theirs all set up for Halloween. It's old school radiator service, mechanic shop, Hoffman Radiator Service. Just sits here. This is kind of how the Phil's Coffee was before they remodeled it and turned it into a coffee shop. Utilizing old buildings. If you look over here, there's the oranges, and the writing on it says, "These things take time." The Orange Post 1302, or 132 I should say. The American Legion building here. And I used to live 2 blocks that way, that direction. Right off of Kelly. That was the name of the road or the street. It kind of butted right up to the train tracks. What the? Hitchcock would be proud. Those are not the parrots, those are crows, but look at that onslaught of crows right there. They're just like going through the sky. I mean, obviously they're flying around through the sky, but I was overwhelmed, taken back by how many are now perched over in that tree. Wow. Okay. It's an old church building here. Right underneath where all the crows are flying around. So I've ordered an Uber. I'm going to go a few miles down to Tustin, where there is a teeny tiny church building and a strip mall shopping center. I'm going to check that out. I'm just kind of winging today. I'm just going where the wind blows, even though the wind is not blowing. But show in this church, gonna grab an Uber and go show a teeny tiny smallest church ever in a shopping center parking lot. Made the short commute, 20-minute commute, probably not even that far, 15 minutes. Some crows down here in Tustin also, and some very unique trees right here at the Jamestown Village. Now those have been trimmed. Well, the ones across the road have been trimmed. These have not been trimmed, but those have coned off. Maybe they are about to trim this side of the road. But the Jamestown Village, there's a little church right over there. Take a look at that little thing right here, this little strip mall. Walk over there and get a better peek at it. It's kind of neat. You can drive right by the side of it. There's a crow right in front of it. They're perched up there on the steeple with the cross. Actually, they're perched all over that thing. Pretty cool. Now, I've seen a lot of different chapels going through the south, and they will be open that you can go in, but I don't think this is probably going to be. I'm going to say this is probably not open. Yeah, it's locked. So they might actually have a service in here from time to time. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but very cool. Very cool. I feel like I've been here before 10 years ago or so, but don't really recall much about it. I like how it has a tree beside it. It's right here in the middle of the parking lot. So you can drive around all the sides of it, all four sides. It's a very unique shopping center. This almost looks like a lighthouse carved in there. Oldtown, Tustin. So from Orange County, well, in Orange County, Oldtown, Orange, and now Oldtown, Tustin. A store called Armstrong's. Right here off of Main Street is a little bust of Columbus, Tustin. That is where Tustin got its name. I always kind of wonder that. This is Columbus Tustin, who passed away in 1883. That's the man himself that the name of the town was named after. Columbus Tustin, born in Philly. He was the city's founder after moving from Philadelphia. Mr. Columbus Tustin. Who knew? I never knew that till now. Crows circling around here also. They're everywhere. Over here on this baseball diamond. It's a unique backstop. It almost looks like an orange. I'm not sure if that was the intention, but yeah. These crows are everywhere. I have made it over to Newport Beach. Bunny rabbit is going by right there. And there's another one. That's a bird. If you look close up, there's another one. Some bunnies down there. And it is kind of an interesting coincidence because this is Bunnyhenge. Real bunnies running around. The little sculptured bunnies making up Bunnyhenge. Right here in Newport. Covering lots of ground today. Again, no real rhyme or reason to anything I'm doing, just grabbing some Ubers, seeing some things. Bunnyhenge. Pretty interesting, right? Right here on the side of this hill, this incline. If you pan around past Bunnyhenge, here's Ronald Reagan. There he is. Well, he's waving at the bunnies. Ronald Reagan was the governor of California from 67 to 75, and then went on to be the president of the United States from 81 to 89. 2 terms, 8 years. All right, commuted a little bit farther down the way. Now there are a series of Randy's Donuts. Most popular one is over by LAX at Inglewood. This one is in Costa Mesa. Not too far from Bunnyhenge, but with traffic, took a little while. It's on Harbor Boulevard, I believe, 2930 Harbor. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's on Harbor Boulevard in Costa. I'm gonna get myself a donut and I'm gonna get myself a cup of Joe. Never been in this one. It almost looks like it used to be a different fast food establishment maybe at one time, and it was converted into a Randy's. A lot of SoCal donut places have the big donut. Just in time for Halloween, some spooky sweets, spiders and sprinkled donuts. Through All Hallows Eve. Grab them before they crawl away. Maybe I'll get a spooky treat. I ended up getting 2 donuts. I got a maple and I got the spider. Never been to this particular Randy's. They're kind of, I don't want to say they're taking over, but they're popping up everywhere. Looks pretty good. This one has an Oreo. An Oreo for the face of the spider, which is kind of cool. Little Randy's Oreo. That's fun. Very clever. And that's going to do it for today. Look at all those birds up there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. Hitchcock would be proud.